Your sales process sucks. I know, insult the viewer, great way to start the video, right? But look, I wanna share with you why your sales process sucks and how you're leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table and how you can increase your close rate, how you can shorten your sales cycle, and how you can close more clients in less time. In this video, I'm gonna dive into the exact sales process that I've used to close over $4 million in sales and how we use it every single day in our business to close clients in less than 5 days of them coming across our brand, and how you can use it again to shorten your sales cycle, increase your close rate, and ultimately close more clients in less calls and in less time. Now, if you're new to the channel or you don't know who I am, my name is Mitch. I'm the founder of Executive Advantage. We're a consultancy where we help high ticket businesses, so coaches, consultants, agency owners, to scale to 100K per month in less than 6 months. And I make these videos because I want to alter the trajectory of your family tree, and it's my mission to help 100,000 entrepreneurs to reach $1 million in sales and create $1 billion worth of success stories, and I want you to be a part of that. Now, your sales process probably looks something like this. So you either get a referral, or you do some outreach on social media or cold email, or you have some sort of like funnel that generates leads and inbound appointments. And you try and convince a prospect to get onto a phone with you, either onto a 15-minute chat or on a strategy session, like a 45-minute call, and then you get them onto a phone call or a Zoom call, right? And on this call, you ask some very surface level questions. You never really dig deep into like the true pain, the true why of why they want to grow their business, or why they want to lose weight, or why they want to improve their relationships, or whatever the case may be. And then once you go into like the pitch, you just go into features, benefits, like how your program or how your service works, you know, what they're going to get out of it, the price and everything like that. And then you try to handle the objections. And then let's say the client, they want to work with you. Then what happens is you either send an invoice or you do some proposal or something like that, you send it out to them, and then you sit there and you hope and pray that they actually pay the invoice. And then if they don't pay the invoice, which is a lot of the time they don't, what happens is you then follow up, play email and phone tag, you're hitting them up on email, trying to get them to pay the invoice. Once they pay the invoice, it's great, but a lot of the time they don't. And if they do, it's in like 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, or when it's on their own time, and you're out of control of your own sales process and you're chasing the money instead of letting the money come to you. And this is no way to run a business. This is how I used to operate my marketing agency back in the day. And I'll tell you this, I was chasing clients, I wasn't getting paid on my own time, and I was not actually collecting payments over the phone. And I was frustrated and I was mad because every time I want to get paid, it's on their terms, on their time, and I was completely out of control. Now, the first thing you have to understand is the sales process starts before a prospect ever becomes a lead. What do I mean by this? It's all about how your offer and solution is framed and positioned to your prospect the moment they interact with your brand or your offer. And this leads me to the second thing here. And the second thing is you must pre-sell your prospects before they ever get on the phone with you or before they ever become a lead. This is what I call a pre-selling mechanism. It's the information, it's the process in which a prospect goes through before they become a lead, before they get on the call with you, that pre-sells them on your solution, how you're different, how it's differentiated, and more so, how you have a proprietary process and a proprietary method of achieving the result and solving their problem which they want, right? So having that proprietary method, they're going to be like, wow, this is different, this is unique, and this is exactly what I want. I want to learn more about this. So when they get on the phone with you, they're already primed and they already understand what it is, what you do, and how your offer is differentiated in the marketplace. And most people, they have maybe some like video sales letter, or they may have some like sales page or product page or something like that, but it's all about what the actual product is or what the service is, and all the things they're going to be getting, all the features and benefits. And I'll tell you this, the prospect doesn't care about that, okay? They don't care about you, they don't care about your product, don't care about your service. All they care about is how your solution and how your offer can help them solve a problem that they have but no longer want, or two, get a result they want but do not have. That's it, okay? They only care about how you can help them achieve their desired transformation and how you can do it and the actual likelihood of them achieving the result. So increasing that confidence, increasing that conviction with them, so they have the belief, they have the certainty that this is different, but this is gonna get me to my goal, because what they've tried in the past or what they're currently doing isn't getting them there, and you're the solution, and your solution is going to position it in a way that pre-sells them on exactly what it is you do. So when they get on the phone, they're primed up, and it's easier to close a sale where you can close them in one call or less. Now, the third point is all about how you're actually taking them through the sales call. So when you get them on the sales call, it's not about, just going through and asking them very surface level questions or just demoing your product or service, okay? I see this plaguing so many people, and I got on a sales call recently for a SaaS product because I was searching up how do I do better ad tracking, attribution, and stuff like that. And the salespeople, as soon as you get on, they're just like showing you a product demo, not even asking me a little bit more about what are my problems, why I'm even on the call in the first place, what am I looking for specifically, what is the pain, what is the challenge right now with scaling my business, etc. And instead they just went to a product demo. And I was thinking, because I'm obviously analyzing this from a perspective, because I train my salespeople, I train my clients on this, and I was analyzing their sales process, and it sucks, right? And at the end of the call, he didn't really even know what it was. He's like, I'm just gonna send you an email over, I'm gonna send you the payment link, and then get off the call. They didn't even try to close me on the call, which if they would have just showed me how it could help me, what this could do, and what the actual ROI and benefit was, I would have pulled the trigger on the call, right? And that's what most prospects are like. If you have the solution, they know it's different, they're on the call for a reason, and you can frame it in a way that's positioned exactly to them, they're going to enroll, they're going to buy, they're going to sign up, okay? And so when I was analyzing that, that's how most people process looks like, most sales process looks like, and then they just send you an email, they try to follow up and hound you, and it's like, I'm no longer interested because you didn't solve my problem on the call, you didn't position it in a way that fit my needs and fit what I'm looking for. And the fourth point here is exactly that. Now I'm gonna share with you my whole entire sales process in a second, but the last point is you must collect payments on the phone, okay? And this is completely foreign to most people. They have a lot of limiting belief about this. I had a lot of limiting beliefs about this, that I couldn't collect payments over the phone, I needed to send an invoice or proposal and things like that. But I'll tell you this, if you do not collect on the phone, then they're going to find any other reason, any other time, any other, thought of doing this in the future state. And it's always gonna be something that they're gonna get around to. And they're never actually going to make it a priority in their business, in their life, to make it happen, okay? And so if you have these limiting beliefs, maybe you think that, my type of businesses or my prospects, they're not gonna, pay on the call. They're not going to give me the credit card numbers over the phone or over Zoom. Maybe you're in a different country and you're thinking, oh, in my country, in like wherever in your Europe or South America or whatever, that this is people won't do it in my country, right? Maybe you even think that, I can't collect credit cards on the phone, or maybe you even have a bad stigma about, collecting credit cards or asking for money over the phone or asking for credit card details over the phone. And I had the same problem. A lot of my clients have the same problem. But I'll tell you this, you have to get past that because you're leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars on the table by not doing this. And one thing is you have to see it happen to know that it's possible. And so last night I went to go see Top Gun, the new movie with Tom Cruise. And in the movie, he was the captain, and they had this like crazy mission that they had to go through. And it was on like a 2-minute and 30-second timer that they had to do it within this time or else they would get killed by these other fighter ships and all these missiles and stuff like that. Everyone was trying to do it, and they were doing practice runs, they were training, they were doing adversity, and nobody was able to do it. Like they're all failing. Some guys were getting this like G-lock where they knock out mid-flight and they have to like recoup and they have to like wake back up before the plane crashes, right? And so there's so much adversity, planes were on fire during training and all this stuff while they were trying to do this course. But then the captain, the Tom Cruise character, he had to show them it was possible. So he got in his fighter jet and he did the course in less time, so 2 minutes and 15 seconds when the timer was 2:30, did the whole course, showed them it was possible, and then other people started to know that they could do it themselves. And this is exactly how business works, right? And so one of the things that I had to help with my clients and my even sales reps is one of my clients, Brett, he lives in Netherlands, and his clients, he's like, oh, my clients, they only do it by invoice. They're like bigger consultants. They're B2B. They only do it by invoices and proposals and stuff like that. And I had to shift it in his mind, and I sent him sales call recordings. I'm like, look, here's exactly how you do it. Here's how you collect over the phone. Here's how you can shorten the sales cycle. And so he implemented, and then he closed his first client over Zoom, collected the credit card details, got the payment processor, seen it in his Stripe, seen the notification, and he's like, wow, this is possible, I can do this. Now he closes all of his clients over the phone, over Zoom, and does it the same way because now he knows it's possible. He has that conviction, that confidence that it is possible. And so sometimes you just need to show you that it is possible and that you can do it too. Another one of my clients, Rampton, he had the same problem, except for him, he always did it a certain way. He always would get them on a demo. He would just do a product demo, show them all the features and benefits. He'd get them on a second call and like pull a deposit, get them on a second call, and then close them on that call. But the people that he would pull a deposit from, a lot of them wouldn't pay, a lot of them wouldn't close. He would send invoices, they wouldn't pay it. He'd be chasing them down, and then it'd take him like 3, 4, 5 weeks before he would actually collect payments from the client. And then we switched him to this new sales process model, and he's closing clients down from 3 weeks down to 4 days, and he's collecting on the phone, doing one call closes, paid in full with his clients just by optimizing his sales process. Now I want to share with you my $4 million sales process and how you can implement this for your business. Now the sales process that we use is slightly altered depending if you're doing inbound or outbound. I'm gonna show you the entire sales process and how little tweaks of why it's so important that you don't have the same sales process for inbound as outbound, and how you can just tweak little things to increase your close rate. Again, shorten the sales cycles and close more sales. So here is how our sales process works. Before the prospect ever becomes a lead, ever even books a call, what they do is they go through a pre-selling mechanism where it's basically a video that takes all of the objections, all of our proprietary method, all of our process, everything that goes into how we get our clients results. We put it into a video that outlines this entire process in a very methodical way of how to do this, because then you're also front loading all their objections, all the questions that they have in this video. Again, it's designed to pre-sell them, right? And you're talking about the transformation, how it can solve their problem, how it can solve the result, not so much about the product features or benefits and all that stuff. We don't really talk about that at all. They don't even really know. They know vaguely kind of what it is that you do, but when they get on the phone, they're interested because they know and they have the confidence that this is something different, unique, that they do not know and that they've never tried before to solve their problem. And that is the key for differentiating and showing them that this is different. So when they get on the phone, they're interested and hungry for what you have to offer. Then once they watch the pre-selling mechanism, they book a consultation straight into our calendar. They fill out a survey, so they pre-qualify themselves. And then if they're a good fit, what we'll do is we'll then let them jump on the call. If they're not a good fit, we'll send them some resources, send them some other additional things for free if they're not a good fit. And then once they are a good fit, we get on the phone with them. Once we get them on the one-on-one consultation over Zoom, we dissect and really see what is it exactly that they're currently doing. What is their current challenge? What is their current pain point? What do they need? What is their blockers in terms of getting them where they want to go? We dig into what they actually want. What is their goals? What are their ambitions? Why do they want to do it? Who else does it impact in their life? And then we go into why they can't get there on their own. Why is this a different solution than what they've tried, and how can they get there? We go into urgency. Why now is the right time? How committed are they to do this? And then we go into the prescription. And the key is to prescribing your solution to fit their exact needs and exactly what they told you throughout the entire call. Mirror it back to them and show them that this is the exact solution to get them to solve their problem, get the result, and achieve their transformation. And this is what I call the perfect offer. So when you do this, every single time the prospects can be like, wow, this is exactly what I want. This is me. This is the solution I'm looking for. And this is where I want to go. This seems different. Like, tell me more about this. Now they're going to be hungry about asking questions to you, figuring out how it's going to work for them. Then we're positioning it and how it can work for them and how it can get them result. Then what happens is once they're ready to enroll, we sign them up straight over Zoom. So we collect credit card payments right over Zoom. We input it. They get all the onboarding, all that automated onboarding process goes out, and we close them over the phone, okay, over Zoom. And I do this with all clients. I've been doing this for years, and I'm telling you, you have to do it like this, or else you're going to be chasing prospects down. And if you do it right, clients will pay in full, they'll pay right on the call, and again, you're going to get a higher close rate because you positioned it and you've done this process right. Now, where the sales process slightly changes is if you're doing outbound. So this is like an inbound process, very similar, but where it tweaks is we do a 2-call close on outbound. So we do one call, we do a 15-minute call. We deem to see if they're qualified, see if they're a good fit, right? See if they have the problem, see if they have the need, see if they have the urgency, and they have the funds to invest, and they fit our client avatar. Once we deem that they're a qualified prospect, we then put them on and we book them into a one-on-one consultation. When we do that, in between the 2 calls, we position our pre-selling mechanism, have them go through that. So when they get on the second call, you're turning an outbound prospect into an inbound appointment. And if you really understand that, if you're doing outbound right now, it's so powerful. And when you get them on the call, that's when you're gonna be able to close them. Now, I'm gonna link another video here on the sales process and how you can optimize it and how you can close more sales. So go watch that right now if you wanna optimize and learn more about the sales process.